Welcome to Exams Daily, and this video is for today's current affairs in quiz format, September 3rd current affairs. And the first question is, which of the following minister recently launched GTAM, Green Term Ahead Market? And the options for this question is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, Mahendra Nath Pandey, R.K. Singh and Prahlad Joshi. And the answer for this question is R.K. Singh, and his full name is Raj Kumar Singh. He is the Minister of New and Renewable Energy. He launched this GTAM. GTAM is abbreviated as Green Term Ahead Market, and this main aim is promote renewable energy sector. To promote renewable energy sector, this GTAM is launched, and it is the first exclusive product market for the renewable energy sector. And more about Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. And the minister for this is Raj Kumar Singh, and headquarters is at New Delhi. And the next question is, recently how many apps did Government of India block, including PUBG? And the options for this question is 110, 118, 123 and 103. And the answer for this question is 118 apps are banned in India for prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security of state and public order. And these mobile apps have been blocked by the Electronics and Information Technology Ministry, and it comes under the Section 69A Information Technology Act. These apps gets banned in India, and there are 118 apps banned, including PUBG. And there is 59 apps which are banned by Government of India. And because of this, now 118 apps are banned in India, and this comes under the Act 69A Information Technology Act, and read with relevant provisions of information technology, procedure and safeguards for blocking of access of information by public rules 2009, it gets banned. And the next question is, which of the following state government launched Gandaki Bharat Chodo campaign? And the options for this question is Punjab, Haryana, Kerala and Madhya Pradesh. And the answer for this question is Madhya Pradesh. Yes, Madhya Pradesh government has launched this Gandaki Bharat Chodo campaign, which is launched by state government, and it has 5 themes. And the themes are cleanliness oath, continuous reduction in urban waste emission, cleanliness in COVID conditions, separation of waste from sources of houses, and launching a special cleanliness campaign for public places. And there is about 35 lakh people and 378 local urban bodies in Madhya Pradesh took part in this campaign. And more about Madhya Pradesh, CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Governor is Anandiben Patel. And the next question is, what is the India rank in Global Innovation Index? And the options for this question is 46, 48, 50 and 52. And the answer for this question is 48. And India ranked in top 50 countries for the first time in the Global Innovation Index. And India jumped 4 positions to rank at 48 since 2019. And this index compiled by World Intellectual Property Index. So they have given this index WIPO, World Intellectual Property Index, and it is the largest global trends and annual innovation ranking for 131 countries. Out of them, India is in top 50 countries, and India ranked 45th position from still 2019. And Switzerland, Sweden, US, UK, Netherlands lead the innovation ranking. And the next question is, Ligo is the AI-powered voice chatbot of which of the following company? And the options for this question is ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company, Aviva Life Insurance Company, Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance Company, Tata AIA Life Insurance Company. And these 4 options are life insurance companies. And the answer for this question is ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company. They provide this Ligo, and it is a AI-powered voice chatbot, and it is used to help the policy holder will have their queries addressed using simple voice command. They had launched this Ligo AI-powered voice chat box. So you can simply convey your queries using voice commands. They have launched this LEGO platform. So on the next question is, which of the following company named world's #1 solar farm? And the options for this question is Tata Power Solar Systems Limited, Adani Green, Renew Power Ventures, and Suzlon. And these are the solar companies. And among them, the answer for this question is Adani Green has named world's #1 solar farm in the country. And it ranks #1 solar energy company in terms of capacity. They had named this on part of capacity. And company is currently the world's top solar developer with around 2.3 GW of operational projects. And also they have 8 GW of awarded projects, and total capacity is 12.3 GW. This solar capacity of company exceeds the total installed capacity of the United States as of 2019. And the next question is, Mustafa Adib said to become new Prime Minister of which of the following country? And the options for this question is Syria, Israel, Egypt, and Lebanon. And the answer for this question is Lebanon. So Mustafa Adib has become the new Prime Minister of Lebanon after that massive explosion in Beirut. The government has cancelled their party, and after that Mustafa Adib has now become the Prime Minister of Lebanon. And he is a Lebanon ambassador to Germany. So he is an ambassador to Germany, Lebanon's ambassador to Germany, Mustafa Adib. Now he became the country's next Prime Minister, and he is named by 4 former Lebanon Prime Minister as the choice for the post. And Lebanon Prime Minister Hassan Diab has announced the resignation of his government on August 10, 2020 after facing public outrage over the devastating Beirut explosion that caused massive destruction in the capital city. More about Lebanon. Capital is Beirut and currency is Lebanon pound. And the next question is, the Cycling Federation of India CFI to host first ever cycling summit in which year? So the options for this question is 2021, 2022, 2024 and 2023. And the answer for this question is 2021. Cycle Federation of India CFI is all set to host the first ever cycling summit in 2021 with an aim to promote culture of cycling in the country. The main aim of this CFI summit 2021 is to promote culture of cycling in the country. And this is a one-day summit, and it is designed to promote the culture of cycling and exchange knowledge with budding and professional cyclists. And the summit may be hosted in Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore, and it is expected to be a unique confluence of cycling enthusiasts. And more about CFI, president is Parminder Singh Dinsa, and it is established in 1946 and headquarters is at New Delhi. And the next question is, which among the following union minister launched the Chavni COVID Yodha Sanrakshan Yojana recently? And the options for this question is Rajnath Singh, Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, Nirmala Sitharaman and Piyush Goyal. And the answer for this question is Rajnath Singh, and who is defense minister. He launched this Chavni COVID Yodha Sanrakshan Yojana, and the main aim of this Yojana is to give a life insurance scheme through LIC, and that it will provide a cover of 5 lakh for the contractual employees and doctors. At this COVID-19 situation, they launched this COVID Yodha Sanrakshan Yojana. And more about Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, he is an HRD minister, Human Resource Developmental Minister, and Nirmala Sitharaman is Finance Minister, and Piyush Goyal is Commerce and Industry Minister. And the next question is, recently Cabinet approved MOU between India and which country for cooperation in the field of geology and mineral resources? And the options for this question is Japan, Australia, Spain and Finland. And the answer for this question is Finland. A Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved this Memorandum of Understanding for the field of geology and mineral resources between Geological Survey of India and Ministry of Mines and Government of Finland. And this MOU is aimed to provide the framework and a platform to promote and foster cooperation in the field of geology. And more about Finland, capital is Helsinki, and Prime Minister is Sanna Marin, and currency of Finland is euro. And the next question is, which among the following authored the book The Commonwealth of Cricket, a lifelong love affair with the most subtle and sophisticated game known to humankind? And the answer for this question is Ramchandra Guha, Arundhati Roy, Jhumpal Lahiri, and Salman Rushdie. And the answer for this question is Ramchandra Guha. He is an Indian writer. He authored this book, Commonwealth of Cricket, a lifelong love affair with the most subtle and sophisticated game known to humankind. And the theme of the book is based on the game cricket. And it across levels, which is played and give a glimpse of local heroes, provincial emblems, and international stars. The book will be co-published by HarperCollins and William Collins Publications. And the next question is, World Coconut Day is celebrated on which date? And the options for this question is August 31st, September 2, July 13 and November 25. And the answer for this question is September 2. September 2 is celebrated every year as World Coconut Day, and this day is celebrated mostly in Asian Pacific region including India. And this year the theme for World Coconut Day is Invest in Coconut, Save the World. Invest in Coconut and Save the World. This is a theme for World Coconut Day 2020. And the day is mainly celebrated in Asia and Pacific Coconut Community, and that is APCC, which is Asia Pacific Coconut Community. They mainly celebrate this World Coconut Day. And the next question is, name the Indian cardiologist who passed away recently. She was the first female cardiologist of India. And the options for this question is Dr. Neelam Clark, Dr. S. Padmavati, Dr. Indra Hinduja, and Dr. Shashi Hadwa. And the answer for this question is Dr. S. Padmavati, and she is an Indian cardiologist who passed away recently, and she was the first female cardiologist of India. And she is the director of National Heart Institute, which is in Delhi, and she is the founder of All India Heart Foundation. And this institute collaborated with WHO to train students in preventive cardiology. So she is a cardiologist, and she is a founder of All Indian Heart Foundation. And the next question is, who among the following is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? And the options for this question is Ashok Gehlot, P.S. Gole, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and N. Biren Singh. And the answer for this question is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. He is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. And Ashok Gehlot is in CM of Rajasthan, and P.S. Gole he is an CM of Sikkim, and Shivraj Singh Chauhan he is in Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, and Biren Singh he is an Chief Minister of Manipur. And more about Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and he belongs to BJP party, and he is the 17th CM of Madhya Pradesh, and he born in 5th March 1959. And the next question is, who is the chairman of the steering committee constituted by central government for green initiatives in the coal sector? And the options for this question is Vinod Pal, V.K. Saswat, A.K. Jain, and Pramod Chand. And the answer for this question is V.K. Saswat. He is the chairman of steering committee, which is constituted by central government for green initiatives in the coal sector. And Vinod Pal, he is a member in Niti Aayog, and V.K. Saswat, he is an Indian scientist, and he also Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri awardee. So he also had 2 awards, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri award. And A.K. Jain, he is a doctor, and Pramod Chand, he is a Fijian politician. So he belongs to Fijian country, and V.K. Saswat is now becomes chairman of steering committee, which is constituted by central government for green initiatives in the coal sector. And the next question is, Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park is located in which state? And the options for this question is Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. And the answer for this question is Tamil Nadu, and it is 10 km away from Tamil Nadu, and there is more and more coral reefs are available in this national parks, and there is 21 islands and coral reefs are more there, and it is away from 10 kilometer away from Tamil Nadu, and it has glass bottom boat option in this Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. And the next question, what is the capital of Lebanon? And the options for this question is Beirut, Damascus, Canberra and Ottawa. And the answer for this question is Beirut. Beirut is the capital of Lebanon, and for Damascus it is Syria, and for Canberra it is Australia, and Ottawa it is Canada, and Beirut is the 15th largest city in Arab. And the next question is Savai Mansingh Stadium is situated in which state? And the options for this question is Rajasthan, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. And the answer for this question is Rajasthan. Savai Mansingh Stadium is situated as Rajasthan, and the stadium is named after the king Savai Mansingh II. And there is 30,000 seats in this stadium, and it is in Jaipur, which is in Rajasthan. And it is established in 1969. And this Savai Mansingh Stadium is established in 1969, and it is named after the king Savai Mansingh II. And the next question is, what is the currency of Canada? And the options for this question is rupee, euro, dollar and rupiah. And the answer for this question is dollar. Dollar is the currency of Canada, and the capital of Canada is Ottawa. And rupee belongs to India and Pakistan, and the euro belongs to European nations, and the rupiah belongs to Indonesia. And the next question is, Srinagar is situated along the banks of river. So the options for this question is Indus, Satluj, Jhelum and Ganga. And the answer for this question is Jhelum. Srinagar is situated along the Jhelum banks of the river, and it is 725 kilometers, and the area of this is 725 kilometers, and it is the westernmost river of Punjab region, which passes through Kashmir, and it is in Pakistan. And Satluj river, it is in Amritsar, and Ganga, which is in Kasi. And more about Jhelum, it is 725 kilometer, and it is the westmost river of Punjab region, which passes through Jammu and Kashmir. And Ganga, which is in Kasi, and Satluj, it is in Amritsar. And that's it for today. And do follow our channel for more and more videos. And thanks for watching.